Let's do this. Anyway, what up everyone? My name is J God and welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna be doing What If Deku Was Neglected Part 2. Um, doing this on my phone. Still with a broken knee, but I'm gonna try to be not lazy like I've been in doing the videos, stuff like that. So yeah, someone commented the powers of this video, so yeah, I will not be using the One Piece one simply because I like One Piece. I only watched the first season. And there's so much in One Piece, so yeah. See you guys later and peace. Enjoy the video. We get back to this what if when Deku's doing the surgery. We got the powers of Creed, Shadow, Super Strength, Super Speed. The fourth clerk I'm gonna give him is probably gonna be a Makarasu fans, cause that looks cool. Anyway, um, Deku's done with the surgery, so let's get back to the heroes. Eventually, the kid who blown up the Izuku got arrested in juvie till 18, so he won't become a hero. And Kachan and Izuku, the girl, got a warning from her parents saying, "Don't do that again." So anyway, pretty much All Might saw what happened. He's disgusted at his children, so he was gonna give it to Deku, but he's not giving it to Izuku or Kachan, because no, they don't deserve the power. So he's gonna give it to Shigaraki, but by the way, is saved from All Might in the battle, so yeah, he's a hero now. I just felt the change needed to happen because I don't know. I just wanted to change, and it's different to other villains. What if Deku was the villain story? So if you hear me scratching, I'm sorry. Yeah. He's gonna get one for all, but we all know that he's gonna only have a couple years because his body can't take it. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. Yeah. What am I doing anyway? Um. So after the surgery's done, Suku comes out a new man. He's amazing, overpowered, and he's the new leader of the League of Villains. His philosophy is to get rid of the power, him having all the power, and like go back to the times when people didn't have clerks that was more peaceful. Otherwise, people will be making fun of people that doesn't have power and treat them differently and stuff like that. Because Izuku's life's been hell. Um, yeah. So him and Kagura game members. They're planning on the USJ attack from All Might. The spy. They haven't really said who was the spy, so I'm just gonna say communication hacking and stuff like that. So yeah, let's get back to it. All Might's depressed that his name is Deku Yang. I think Yang, yeah, but I'm gonna call him Midori. It's much easier to remember. And his wife is just happy. She's kind of mad that All Might's upset about the clerkless loser, but she don't really care. So yeah, Anyway, I probably should have stopped that, but nope. Um. Anyway, Mizuku and Kachan, the love couple, pass in yeah, anyway, Shigaraki's gonna be replacing Invisible Girl because she's useless. I'm not trying to be mean. And Izuku was replaced the original Izuku. Spoiled brat and everything. So yeah, yeah. So anyway, the media got a hold of word of what happened to the disappointment in the clerkless loser. The media's trashing on Deku. That's basically all they were doing. And he's always doesn't like Inko and Izuku at all. He does not like him. Because he thinks they're to blame for their son's different appearance. If they would love them and treat him like a normal family would, maybe he would have became a hero and gotten one for all. Hint, hint. Um, so the ball four happens. Everyone pass. Um, Izuku found out that his father gave one for all to a different person, and she's bratty to him. Like, how could you give it to that decayed person? He's not a real hero. I'm a real hero. I'm your son, daughter. Me, 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 me. And All Might just takes his food and walks to the TV and watches TV. She's just, don't worry, your father will understand. So, anyway, heroes versus villains. We're not really gonna go to that simply because I don't care to go for it. So anyway, if you're wondering how Deku is gonna do this, Deku is gonna have a mask on his face, so it's kind of like Toby's mask. Anyway, he goes, the Nomu and Kuriri happens, and stuff like that. Deku doesn't hate his father, it's just strictly business. So, anyway, the USJ attack happens. Shigaraki didn't really do nothing. But Deku will. Deku will literally just stand there. Any hero tries to attack him, he'll just squash him. What happened is, everything Zumi using her telekinesis to fly to, out of the boat with Banana and Soru. Anyway, so Kachan confronts the villain that he thinks started this. He says, I'm gonna blow you to bits, and goes after him. Kachan gets destroyed. Literally, it was basically One Punch Man. He basically punched him, but not actually punch him, and Kachan was sent flying to the wall through the USJ to a building. He has internal injuries. And the UA students are looking at him like, oh, no, 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 I don't want to deal with him. He's too powerful. So they all run away. So, anyway, the USJ thing happens the same. Aizawa gets messed up and All Might shows Beast and Nomu. And Deku's like, I knew this was a failure. Why did All For One think that can beat him anyway? Let's just head out and get some prisoners as we can. We're gonna need more people. Instead of just having all his, like, the evil people get arrested, like, that was kind of stupid. You can have those people be your loyal servants. You get what I mean? And do more crimes. So, yeah, they go and freaking, got as many prisoners as he can and escaped. Everyone was wondering who was the masked figure was and stuff like that. So, yeah, so anyway, they take Kachan to the hospital. Zuko's crying like a bitch. And, they're trying to figure out who's the masked person. All Might says he kind of looks like All For One, knowing that All For One's still a thing. And Shigaraki was there. So, yeah. Shigaraki and All Might had a talk. And Shigaraki he said that I have one for all. Doesn't mean he has a successor too. I was the original successor for All For One. That boy might be the successor of All For One. If it is, this is bad. Because now All For One has the successor. All Might's like, holy crap. This is bad. All For One has a successor. And he's young too. He looked like he was like the same age. Nezu just looks like, what a shame. He could have been used. But we have to figure out who he is. And bring him to justice before he does anything harmful. Yeah, you're right. All Might says, he buffs up and says, I'm gonna do hero work. But All Might, you only have... Who cares? I need to get my mind off things. So he does hero work, and Nezu just shakes his head. He'll never learn. The US Sports Festival, Kachan wins. And Todoroki still does not like using his fire side. because Midoriya was the only one that got him to do that, and, well, he's a villain, and his sister ain't gonna convince him for nothing. You might say Shigaraki, but Shigaraki's a different V too. He's kind of like Stain, hates the fake villains and stuff. So yeah, anyway, everyone, Shigaraki goes to, Nezu, no, not Nezu, what am I saying? Gran Torino, he goes to Gran Torino, and, All Might takes him, Kachan, and, Izuku. All Might's goal is to get the spoiled bratness out of her, and he fails miserably. But Kachan seems to have like a regret that All Might's glad for. All Might's glad that Kachan's at least getting it. Finally starting to realize his mistakes he did in the past. But it's slowly. Anyway, Deku recruits Stain. Stain is a member of the League of Villains simply because Deku basically taught no jutsu him to join. And saying that Deku was always a fan of him. So yeah, so this happenings mean Toga and Dabi, well, we all know is Todoroki's, I'm not gonna spoil it. So, yeah, that happens. They join much earlier. That is bad, because they're gonna be doing more attacks. Stain is gonna be training Toga to get to his level in twice and stuff, so yeah. So Toga's now with, Stain when she killed, Ida's father. No Deku trying to save him. Ida's dead. That's right, Ida's dead. The No Moves attacked the city. Deku did not want to do it, for All For One wanted to do it. He just goes for the flow. He has the master plan in mind, but it's not right now. Since he and Dabi are the number 1 and number 2 hero's son, they're trying to get the media to turn against them. So, that's what they're planning. He tells Dr. Ujiko and All For One, if he has a mission for me, he'll do it, but I'm gonna be doing your own thing, so you can do whatever you want. And All For One's like, very well then. Send Nomu. I like to see some destruction. So anyway, everyone gets back to the, from their work studies. Uraraka's crying, and, Shigaraki's kinda mad that he couldn't save, cause he was fine, he didn't get the text, so yeah, cause he wasn't there. He's mad that he was there, but he didn't go save him, which feels Shigaraki to be the best hero. Now he's in 20% one for all, but he noticed his body's beginning to decay. And he's the only one that knows the secret that the clerk's piling. He knows because the All For One knows. And All For One's a genius. So yeah, he knows he's gonna have to figure out a support item to, lessen the stress in his body, because eventually he's gonna die from this. So yeah, he's like, why did you not give it to me? Why you gave it to me? Why you didn't give it to someone else? And All Might explains Deku's story. And Shigaraki is furious. He was about to go and beat the living butt cheeks out of, hold up. Sorry about that, and the music starts now. If you didn't know, the music starts now. Anyway, we last off, Shigaraki is like wanting to kill Izuku for what she did to her own brother, and stuff like that. And he knows about his heritage, so yeah. He chose not to, but he probably in his heart, he can feel that Midoriya the masked person might be Midoriya. This is just Shigaraki's conspiracy, but he feels like it makes perfect sense why he would want revenge. Like, look at clerkless people. They're treated like outcasts. Slaves to the world of clerks. They don't have freedom. That's what he's thinking. And Kachan, and stuff, they do not like each other. Shigaraki and Kacchan don't like each other. So yeah, anyway, the joint training arc happens. All Might versus Shigaraki and Kacchan. They fail because Shigaraki's not working with him. Yeah. So they fail and they have to do study work. Yeah, so Shigaraki and they all go to the store. He was getting stuff until he met by someone. So you theorize about me, huh? He's like, who are you? All Might told me about me. And your theory? How did you even know that? I didn't tell no one. I have ways, my friend. Why are you doing this? Why are you working for All for One? I know your family's fucked up, but that's not it at all. I give two damns about them if I'm being honest with you. But what? I believe in his goals. Yeah, I may not believe in his motives. But him, you see what Clerk's done to people? Look at my sister. Hell, look at Ida. Stain killed him in cold blood because of it. Yes, but it doesn't have a right to do what? And his voice stares, and Shigaraki silent. Let the master talk. You could have been something, you know. A slave to humanity. But look at you, following the rules like a petty thug. How petty. I'm not a thug. I will bring you. You may bring me down, but what do you get out of it? Bringing me down. It's like no one cares anyway. I'm just a pawn and clerkless loser in the world. The world of chaos. So, you know, that's all I want you to think about. Think about the side which you're on. And he walks off. Anyway, that's season 2 and season 1. So, hope you guys enjoy, and peace.